Developing this morning, police foil an attempted kidnapping in Mesa. It's a story that we've been following all morning long.
Team 12's Jen Wall joins us from right where police caught up to the men believed to be involved in this. Jen, what happened?
Yeah, good morning to you guys. That is right. The scene is clear right now, but if you take a look behind me, that is where police caught the suspect's vehicle. And then officers tell us the two men ran right across Dobson Road right here where they were taken into custody in this shopping plaza. Here's a look at the suspect's vehicle. You can also see Phoenix police working to put the pieces of the story together. PD told us two men kidnapped a woman overnight. Officers ultimately able to stop them here at Dobson, just south of the 202. They also tell us they found a weapon close to the suspect's vehicle. Investigators say they were able to use special gear to catch the car. This yellow nylon is called the grappler, and it wraps around the tires of the vehicle to stop it. So police say they are working through convoluted stories right now. They did not know where it all started, but they are calling this a kidnapping of a woman. We also don't know if the victim knew the suspects or if this was a random act, but we are in touch with Phoenix police and we'll bring you those details as soon as we get them. For now, we're live in Mesa. Jen Wall, Today in AZ.